What's up everybody, this is Ruffian. I haven't posted in a while because I had to lock in and prepare for my CompTIA Security Plus exam. This is the first exam in my life that I really put this much effort into studying for, and I was able to squeeze out a victory somehow. If someone like me can pass this exam, then so can you. I think it took me about 3 months total to prepare myself for this exam, but you might see videos of people talking about how they pass this exam in a month or less. Honestly, if I had stayed consistent and studied every day, then I could probably have cut this time in half at least. However, I still have a job, and I have other hobbies that I've been dedicating a lot of time to while trying to learn how to study. I started by reading the study book that broke all the material up into 11 chapters. It had a pre-test, practice questions at the end of each chapter, and a post-exam at the end. It was the CompTIA Security Plus Get Certified, Get Ahead. I'll include a link in the description and probably put a picture of it up here right now. And it's a pretty good book. It took me a while to get through it though, and because I was sporadically trying to cram a whole chapter of information each day I went out to study. This introduced me to the topics, but I didn't really get to spend enough time with it to understand it. And when I took the exam at the end of the book, I got around maybe like a 65%, so I mean, pretty good for the first time, but pretty bad in any other context. After finishing the workbook, I decided to schedule the exam about a month out after that, and then I started watching the Professor Messer's Security Plus playlist on YouTube, and I also got his course notes and the practice exams. I went through all the videos during the month leading up to the exam, as well as reviewing the course notes. The week before the exam, I took one practice test and I scored around 75% and reviewed videos and course notes on the topics that I missed. And the good thing about the practice test is that Messer has detailed explanations for each question, as well as which exam objective it covers. And the day before I took the exam, I took a second practice exam and finished with about 80%. The real exam doesn't use a percentage-based grading system. It goes from 100 to 900, and the passing grades is 750, so I don't really know how to convert the percent to like that type of scale. It's kind of weird, and I'm not even sure how each question is graded. I don't know if each question is weighed the same. I'm not sure if the PBQs allow for any partial credit, or if you miss any part of it, then you're just completely wrong. You don't get any credit. And my one complaint about the exam and the material in it is that there are way too many acronyms. And then there are even multiple different things that have the same acronym, and you just have to know the context. By the time I took the real exam though, I felt I at least recognized the content of every question, except the PBQs. So the PBQs were kind of hard, and the format of them were different than things I've seen on even like the practice test. I do feel like I at least understood the material, and I've seen everything at one point or another, even if I still forgot what it was. A lot of the acronyms I still forgot, but I also remembered a good amount of them. One thing when studying, it's better to know the context of the acronyms rather than exactly what each one of them stands for. For example, I should know what TCP and UDP stand for, but I just remember that they're packet transfer protocols. I forgot what they actually stand for. You also should definitely remember the port numbers for each protocol, but honestly it's hit or miss if you're going to get it on the actual exam or not. I know I didn't. But to any of you planning on taking this exam at one point, I was able to pass with a 771 while studying this way, which is definitely not optimal or efficient at all. I could have done a lot better if I started taking the practice test a lot sooner, so I had more time to at least recognize what areas I was lacking in, while also staying more consistent for any internal studying to cut down on time. Also, there are other resources of study material that I didn't use that were also free that I heard about, which might have also had different or better explanations for the different topics. But honestly, at the end of the day, I passed somehow, and that's all that matters. During the test, I was unsure if I even passed or not. I was feeling pretty nervous. But when I saw the screen that said I passed, I was about to lose my shit in the testing room. I had to hold it in until I got into my car after they printed out my paperwork. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully I can put this on my resume and maybe actually get a job interview now. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.